Hello everyone, here I'm going to show you how to use the IFERROR function. So, let me see here. There's two times when I usually get this error, and it's either when I try to divide by 0, or I have a formula that tries to divide by 0, and when there's just no value to calculate, this usually comes up. A lot of these will come up, but those are the two errors that I get mostly. So let me show you. So I'll have 3 divided by nothing, and then 3 divided by 0. And let me try to divide these. We'll see what happens. There we go. We're going to divide by 0. Divide by 0. Actually, if I put a space in here, yeah, it gives me a value error. So, how to get rid of these? There's a couple different ways to get rid of these. I want to show you first the IFERROR function. This I use a lot, but there's going to be some instances where you want to actually research your errors to make sure that there's no real problems. So I have if error here, I have the calculation, comma, and then I'm putting these quotes. If I want to put nothing in the cell, if there's an error, I can have these quotes, I can have a space, or I can write something like a message. Like I could put error, I could put no data. For this one I have no data. Here, same thing. For all of these, you can use the if error. If error. And on this one, I'm just going to use 2 quotes. I could put some data. I could put a value in between here, but I'm not going to. If I know it's going to be in some situations, I might know it's going to be a 0, and we know 3 divided by 0 is going to be 0. I could make this a 0, but for this one I just don't want anything in the cell. Enter. So it worked out good. So let's look at another way. We'll bring those errors back. So if I know my errors are only going to occur in this column, I can do some formatting to get rid of those errors. I could go to new rule. I want to change my style to classic, and then format only cells that contain. And I just need to keep going through the options. Okay, there we go. Errors. Format cells that only contain errors. So the default I get is red, but I don't want to use red. I'd like to just get rid of the errors. So how would I get rid of the errors? Oh, not background. I want to get rid of the font color. So I'm going to turn the font color automatic, which is black, to white. There we go. That got rid of that. Another way to get rid of the errors. Let me see if I can bring this back with some formatting. Okay. So another way is using, okay, so Microsoft programs before 2007 didn't have the IFERROR function. So if this is the case for you, you could use the if function with the ISERROR function. So let me try this. If ISERROR, this calculation. So if ISERROR, let's get rid of it. And if not ISERROR, then we'll go ahead and do the calculation. And it went away. Let me try the same for this one. If ISERROR, then we're going to do the calculation. Wrap that up. If ISERROR, we're going to do this calculation. Or if this, gosh, the ISERROR is confusing me. So if ISERROR, this calculation, then I want to make it blank. And then if it's not an error, then I want to use the calculation. Wow, that one kind of threw me through a loop. I haven't used this ISERROR calculation for a while, or function for a while. So let's see if this works. All right, awesome. So yeah, use IFERROR for Excel 2007 and later. You also have the if function and ISERROR for older versions, or you can use the formatting option, which is probably going to be one of the easier options.